It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Nuggets in Denver. Well, for Denver, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And tonight we're going to see Isaiah Thomas, one of only a handful of players his size to make multiple all-star appearances. Kenny, among players under 6 feet in height, is he the best ever?
Oh, I don't know if he's the best ever.
That's the question I asked you, though.
Because you think about
That's
Tiny Archibald. Think about Tiny Archibald.
Yeah.
Led the league in scoring and assists in the same year. Think about Calvin Murphy. Great rocket. You know, part of his production, but I think longevity-wise, we'd have to see over a longer term.
You know what happened once when I was a teenager?
What's
I went to a game in Atlanta when Tiny was playing, and they let people in free if they were under Tiny's height.
Oh,
and they had one of those things right there so you could measure yourself.
Oh, that would be cool.
But I was a little too tall.
You were too tall, so you had to pay double.
I had to pay, yeah. But I remember being there. Shaq, do you have any entertaining stories about small people?
No, I do not. Anyway, he's one of the guys who inspires others. You know, it's really amazing to watch his growth from a role player to star.
Oh, I thought you meant his growth as from a little guy to a very little guy.
No, he's still short.
Okay.
But that's nothing against short people.
Nothing at all.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the Nuggets on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. And kind of rare, a battle of the pivot men tonight, Clark. What are some of the traditional things a center you think can still do to help his team win in this era of basketball?
Well, I think there are a number of things. One, you think about taking up space at both ends, being a rim protector defensively, and also quarterbacking the defense from behind the perimeter defenders is one way. And then on the offensive end, banging that glass, setting solid screens, again, using size to take up space and put pressure on the defense.
There'll always be room for the big man in this game, though, don't you think?
Oh! Talk about bringing it.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Harris outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Martin surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, Murray with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting.
Schroeder against Barton. 11 feet away. That's tipped. On the wing, Harris. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. Jokic. And Adams sends it back. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Murray against Schroeder. Pass to Grant. And the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. And George with this stuff.
Boy, George so long in all limbs, arms and legs. And he covers a lot of space in short bursts of time because of it.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Denver grabs the miss. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Murray.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, Malone's had his fill of inexperienced rosters and has done a reasonably good job with them.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's great to see how Malone's been able to develop these young players.
Yeah, it sure is, because I think the players have a lot of respect for him. They play hard for him, certainly. And they see he's willing to make adjustments. I think he does a nice job adapting his style to his personnel.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Westbrook, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Now off the inbound, fades and shoots.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
Here's Westbrook. Murray with the defensive effort.
And, you know, the defense was probably in the C-plus range there. I mean, I'm sure he feels like that's one he should have made, that layup.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 1. Pass to Jokic. Here's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Jokic passes to Millsap. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Harris. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Nerlens Noel checks in for Jeremy Grant. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a 3-point game. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Lyles checked in. Westbrook against Thomas. Outside for George. Drains the three-pointer. George has got 5.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Russell Westbrook third.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Thomas finds Porter. Over George. And another miss by Denver. It's tipped. To end the cold streak and finished off by Porter.
Whew. He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Schroeder looking around. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
First free throw is good. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well-rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
For Denver, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Thomas, no luck. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dishes it to George. Count it. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Thomas. Wiles against Morris. From deep, Thomas. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, this guy can beat you off the dribble. He can beat you off the catch. IT's just a hard guy to defend.
And stolen by Murray. Inside, here's Porter. Again, the Nuggets score. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Robertson kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas, but they'll get another chance. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Murray against Felton. He dishes it to George. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim and stolen by Noel. It's stolen by Lyles. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did.
And Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Pow!
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Patterson's checked in. Here's Denver now. This run now up to 13-2. Porter against Patterson. Outside Porter. Passes to Hernan-Gomez. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money. Felton's got his first bucket in this one. Murray kicks to Porter. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Back to Porter. 3-pointer. Rebound by Raymond Felton.
Well, I think that was clearly a force. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Here's Robertson. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. Morris with the block. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
And so here's Denver. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Count the basket. 6 points for Mason Plumlee.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Robertson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Patterson passes to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Felton finds Noel. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Murray with the defensive effort. And Michael Porter, he has the natural attributes of an elite scorer.
He's got incredibly deep range. You could see that all the way back in high school. Almost automatic from mid-range. And as he adds strength, he'll become a force inside as well.
And Isaiah Thomas always line up at point guard, Clark, but it's a far cry to call him a traditional point guard.
Yeah, I would say that would be the case, Kevin. I agree with you. I mean, he is more score-centric than pass-centric. And that's fine. In this day and age, a lot of point guards are that way. He's an excellent passer, but when he has the ball, he's first looking to score it. He passes off his scoring ability. That's not always the easiest approach to integrate into an offense, but I'd rather have him than not in most cases. And, you know, last year the Nuggets, really incredible offensive production. Top 10 in points and assists, and had the 6th best offensive rating in the league.
Felton kicks to Morris. It's stolen by Hernan-Gomez. Porter against Grant. Releases from 15. Porter, no luck. And Clark, talking about the Nuggets, this is a roster that's built to put up points.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game, Kevin. I mean, we love talking defense and this other stuff, but the game is about putting the ball in the basket. And when you've got shooters and a bunch of them who share the ball, that's a fun team to watch. Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish. out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. Will Barton comes in for Thomas. And it's Gary Harris in for Murray. Harris kicks to Millsap. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Stolen by Grant. Feeds it to Patterson. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And the Denver Nuggets probably would have made the playoffs last year if their defense, Clark, had performed as well as their offense.
Well, simply put, dead last in opponent's field goal percentage. Very few teams with that stat ever make the playoffs. Some of it's perhaps scheme, but most of the time it's about attitude and effort and personnel. That's not going to get it done in the robust and tough West.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Martin passes to Hernan Gomez. Harris kicks to Hernan Gomez. Misses the three. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Westbrook, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside Millsap. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got his first points of the game.
Maintaining his balance all the way through. Harris, tough to stop, even on these physical finishes.
Westbrook against Barton. Fires it up. That one wide left.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kicks to Millsap. Takes a 3. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
And that one's good. Westbrook. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead, leading by just 2. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And being a smaller player is a challenge, but Isaiah Thomas always confident attacking the lane.
I just go in there. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. Like, I've always been the smallest guy out there, but when I get on the court, I feel like I don't see any height. So when I go in there in the paint, I expect myself to score or make a play for somebody else. And then, I mean, it just, other people go crazy about it. I feel like it's normal.
Thomas brings that fearlessness, Greg. He's always played with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he's got a deep bag of tricks for finishing around bigger players. It's really something to watch.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Yep, firing with confidence, in rhythm, Greg. I mean, not allowing the defense to take a break.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Grant in at the 3 spot. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far. Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Barton finds Harris. From past the arc. Keeps it alive. Westbrook pulls it in. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Grant. Back to Westbrook. Six to shoot. Shoots over Barton. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harris passes to Millsap. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trey Lyles checked in for Denver. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. George is checked in. Harris inside the line. Can't hit that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Schroeder. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Harris, bounce pass. Here's Lyles. Right through the D for the layup.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Schroeder dishes to Westbrook. Shoots over Barton. Here's Adams. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And Jokic slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Barton against Westbrook. Jokic with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis. Clock at 6. Millsap kicks to Barton. From deep. The shot comes out. Good D by Westbrook. To the middle. Grant. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now. And, you know, these second-round picks that sometimes emerge as outstanding players, Will Barton, a case in point. As a matter of fact, he can give you the handbook for being an outstanding second-round pick because he's really pretty good at just about everything you need to do on the basketball court.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And talking about Barton, you look at the body type, the game that he plays, Clark, well built for the modern era of pro basketball.
Yeah, especially since he's added some strength, Kevin. He can guard 1 through 3. You can't push him around as much as you once could. And, of course, this guy does not lack for confidence.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Porter's checked in for Millsap, and Thomas subbed in for Harris.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Tipped away. Here's Robertson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Noel. Shoots over Lyles. Tries again, and there's the nice layup by Adams. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Lyles passes to Porter. Back to Lyles. Over Noel. The Nuggets with another miss. The Thunder have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Porter outside. Offensive rebound. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Denver calls timeout. So many outstanding athletes in this great game of pro basketball. Talk about a couple guys, Clark, who maybe aren't widely known or regarded in that way, but are terrific athletes.
Yeah, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes to mind. Great size and endurance and stamina. Tell you what, Clint Capella for a big guy.
Yes.
Gets up and down well, good strength. I'm very impressed, and still very, very young in his career. Those would be 2 guys I would highlight. And Terry Rozier had a bit of a breakout season this past season with the Celtics. So those would be a couple of guys that I would put on that list.
George with no one around. Cans it from downtown. George has got 12 points in the game.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense. And, man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
Thomas outside. And it's Noel with the rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Nailed from three-point land. 8 points for him.
How about the commitment, guys, from Murray on defense? Moving his arms all around and coming up with steals as a result. Active arms and hands, a big part of it.
Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And George kicks to Felton. Shot clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Thomas surveying the D. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Robertson. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. Markieff Morris is checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Felton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And George kicks to Noel. Shoots over Lyles. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Outside, George. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul. Here's George. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. 5 on the clock. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding him.
Felton against Murray. He kicks it to Porter. Over Felton. Felton with some nice D.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
The Nuggets trail. Outside Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Raymond Felton.
Cannot get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot. Well, he was the 6th pick in the draft not too long ago, Jamal Murray, and started slowly, which can happen for a lot of young guys. Shooting percentages were down, turnovers up, but everybody knew he could still shoot.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And Clark discussing Murray. This is a guy with truly deep range.
Yeah, in the gym range, Kevin, and his shooting motion stays consistent no matter where he shoots the ball from. I think his best trait, shooting the ball, is one that every team craves.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee comes in for Jokic. And it's Juan Hernan-Gomez in for Trey Lyles. And so Murray nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now.
And their assist rankings, that stands out to me as well. Good ball distribution is so critical to an efficient offense. And this is a team that gets that. They've made it a priority.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, Isaiah Thomas met with a lot of teams in free agency before deciding on the Nuggets, and it just wasn't a great market for IT after coming off such a rough season. Had to settle for a short-term deal to show he could still be an impact player.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know what? Some of the smallest guys in this league historically have had the biggest hearts. IT and Calvin Murphy come to mind.
And stolen by Murray. Fires the 3. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray. 9 points for Michael Porter.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
Outside, Felton. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the run, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Felton's got 6 here in this quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
Thomas against George. It's Porter outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Morris finds George. 1:25 left in the second quarter. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
In the corner, it's Felton. There's the dish to Noel. That one doesn't drop. Now Denver takes it the other way. The feed to Porter. It's stolen by Morris.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
And it's George missing. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Porter passes to Murray. Floats one up. That one falls. Murray's got 12 in the game.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Felton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. The Nuggets leading by 6. And here is Murray. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Nuggets on top, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 4 steals, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
They showed a total lack of discipline in the first half, way too many turnovers. Coach was not happy, a lot of miscommunication going on. This game could easily get away from them if they do not tighten up.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. 6-point lead. Harris and Barton, the two wings. Inside, it's the talented pair of Millsap and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Outside, George. Oklahoma City, the rebound. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Hits it from three-point range. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Yep, it counts. 14 points for Jamal Murray.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Shot, high post. It's deflected.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Paul Millsap absolutely loves an unselfish style of play.
Well, he firmly believes that everything good starts with 5 guys willing to give up the basketball to get a better shot, going from good shot to better shot, and willing to get the open guy the ball. For Millsap, that's both fun to watch and fun to be part of.
First one falls for him. Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer, but really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble, and he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Here's Grant.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And here's Harris from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Millsap against George. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Here's Westbrook. Here's Adams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Harris, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And stolen by Murray. Here's Millsap. Some solid defense from Grant. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Westbrook up top, guarded by Harris. Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. For the tie. They grab their own miss. Passes it to Westbrook. For the lead. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Here's Murray. He's got 16. Right wing. And here's Harris from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 7 points for Gary Harris. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Here's Jokic. Another three for Denver.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Denver trailing by 3. Schroeder kicks to George. The pass to Grant. Shoot from the right block. Another shot. Adams. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Harris finds Jokic. Westbrook with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Grant, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Millsap misses.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Russell Westbrook third.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And there's Murray on the assist by Barton. And that's now 18 points for Jamal Murray. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Trey Lyles comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. And Thomas subbed in for Jamal Murray. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel comes in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's George. The teardrop falls in. George has got 18 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Harris, right side, and Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Morris comes in for Adams. And it's Felton in for Paul George. Here's Thomas. That one falls. 10 points for him.
Great combination of quickness and slick moves near the basket. Thomas more comfortable in the paint than some big guys.
Felton the pass to Westbrook. Over Porter. Westbrook, no good.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Felton finds Westbrook. Over Porter. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Westbrook.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
And the basket by Thomas.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
No one near him. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Pass to Westbrook. Beyond the arc. And the Thunder another 3.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Wiles. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Down low. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Harris outside. Another 3 for Denver.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Morris is checked in for Harris. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Robertson. How last month turned out for him. He's around 6 points per game, just over 2 steals and 4 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. In the corner, it's Morris. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 8th assist here tonight.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
And the Thunder making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Here's Thomas. 15 points in the game. A 3 from Morris. Another 3 for Denver.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
Schroeder against Porter. Over Morris. Noel trying to break loose. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Russell Westbrook. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Wiles. And it's Noel with the rebound. It's stolen by Wiles. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Schroeder against Morris. Now, here's Lyons. He's tightly guarded. Thomas, no luck. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City.
Whoa! Let's talk about bringing it.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
Here's Morris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he knocks down the first one. And Morris drops them both. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 1. And Robertson has it in the corner. They get it back. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be a Mason Plumlee. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The Thunder have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
One shot.
And that one misses. A tight game here in Denver. Westbrook against Thomas. Morris outside. Shoots over Schroeder. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Noel. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Grant in at the small forward. Here's Schroeder. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
The Nuggets trail. Murray left side. And Thomas has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Right side, Westbrook. It's Schroeder, top of the key. Back to Westbrook. The 3. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Martin passes to Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 20.
Just a hard-fought battle, and neither team able to create any distance.
Yeah, keeping things interesting, and that's how we like it as broadcasters. I mean, you feel that one of these teams, though, is going to go on the run quite soon.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. George is checked in for Nerlens Noel. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Thomas dishes to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Barton. Over George.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive. A smart, decisive pass inside there. He really made it easy for his teammate.
Schroeder, right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
Murray kicks to Thomas. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets to end the run. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
Passes it to Millsap. Kicks to Thomas. The 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
Here's Barton. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
And, you know, Barton's length is what really helps him score inside.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside Westbrook. Outside for George. Again, Oklahoma City.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 3-point lead. Now the pass to Grant. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Murray. Here's Barton. And no good, trying to use the glass. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Outside Thomas. Grant against Millsap. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Jokic, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 9 assists now tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Millsap misses.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Grant surveying the D. In the corner, George with it. Back to Schroeder. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Adams. No good on the shot. Good defense by Jokic. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Westbrook finds George. Shoots over Barton. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Deflects the pass. Stolen by George. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Westbrook against Harris. Back to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 9th assist in the game now. For Denver, they've gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Harris kicks to Millsap. It's Barton on the wing. Harris passes to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Millsap. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Murray, good.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor off the catch or dribble.
Westbrook kicks to George. And he's good on the 3 ball. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
Pass to Jokic. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Here's George. Here's Adams. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
He does not play to score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Millsap left side. Three-pointer, Barton. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And so Adams nails both of them. And here are the Nuggets now. Murray with it. On the wing, Harris. Three-pointer, Barton. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams is on the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
Millsap dishes to Barton. Back to Millsap. Clock at 4. For three, Harris. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Shoots from the baseline, and again with the rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Jokic finds Harris. That one's off. Still out of sync. Oklahoma City leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Thunder.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And making the right plays when necessary, closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory gives them a 2-0 lead with 2 left against the Nuggets.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, he was really important today. Integral, taking and making shots time and time again.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 17-point lead, their biggest.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's George outside Westbrook. The fadeaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Harris kicks to Barton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
It's stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And that one's good. Millsap.
Oh, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Wide open look here for Murray. His three-pointers off the mark. Now here's Schroeder. And stolen by Barton. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.